comes down to how I'm seeing it is really we just need to find out where the meat's coming from. And I don't think you can really do that in a grocery store, can you? There's no tie back to where it's coming from. It's going to be one of these commodity producers like you were talking about, right? Or are there grocery stores that do are you in any grocery stores or is it all online?
We're not. Yeah, we're all online. And I mean, I'm sure there is, right? I'm sure there are grocery stores that stock um, different brands of meat, not just necessarily quote chicken or quote beef or quote pork. But it's really up to the consumer. It's all in the consumer's hands.
I think that's a big push right now. There was a Tanner and I were talking about the whole GameStop thing earlier, and it brings to light that you said it's up to the consumer. And a lot of the issues that we have sprouting throughout the nation right now, whether it be politics or this crazy pandemic that we're having, it's very easy to point up at the big corporations and blame, saying, hey, you need to do better. You need to take care of us. And I think as a leader of a corporation, you do have some responsibility. But at the end of the day, we're living in a capitalistic society where the consumer is really the one that drives what the value is. And if we don't put value in a sustainable or ethical way of raising meat, then the value's not there. And the reason that I really want to come out and do this and have these conversations with people like you is because I don't think people realize. I think if people were educated on everything, really, but in this case, on how meat is processed and what the labeling rules are and where the meat actually comes from. And we haven't even touched on the subject of health, which, from what I've read, there's a lot of health benefits from doing a grass-fed, grass-finished beef versus something that's been pumped full of antibiotics and fed corn. It's really up to us as the consumer. If we want to see change, we have to change our methods. And it's everyone says what I do is not going to make a difference, and that is and is not true. It's true because one single person isn't going to make a wave, but as we saw with GameStop, we have the tools now, the technology, as Tanner was talking about, to actually talk to each other. I can actually go onto Facebook or Instagram and see exactly what you're doing every day. And we have that transparency that is the only way that I think us as a society are going to get away from the negative side of what we see as capitalism.